Welcome to Seacoast Real Estate Academy. In today's video, we'll cover the first half of key terms that you will find in Unit 2. Accretion. The increase or addition of land by the deposit of sand or soil washed up naturally from a river, lake, or sea. Agricultural fixture. In North Carolina, a fixture attached to leased property by a tenant farmer is considered the landowner's real property rather than the tenant's personal property. Air rights. The right to use the open space above a property, usually allowing the surface to be used for another purpose. Appurtenance. A right, a privilege, or an improvement belonging to and passing with the land. Avulsion. The sudden tearing away of land, as by earthquake, flood, volcanic action, or the sudden change in the course of a stream. The loss of land may not result in loss of title to the property. Bundle of legal rights. The concept of land ownership that includes ownership of all legal rights to the land. For example, disposition, exclusion, enjoyment, possession, and control. Common elements. Parts of a prop common use by all of the condominium residents. Each condominium owner has an undivided ownership interest in the common elements. Common interest community ownership, or hybrid ownership. Ownership that contains elements of both ownership in severalty and concurrent ownership. Concurrent ownership. Ownership involving two or more owners. Condominium ownership. The absolute ownership of a unit in a multi-unit building based on a legal description of the airspace the unit actually occupies, plus an undivided interest in the ownership of the common elements, which are owned jointly with the other condominium unit owners. Cooperative ownership. A residential multi-unit building whose title is held by a trust or corporation that is owned by and operated for the benefit of persons living within the building, who are the beneficial owners of the trust or stockholders of the corporation, each possessing a proprietary lease to a specific apartment in the building. Doctrine of prior appropriation. Followed primarily by Western states, this doctrine contends that water rights are determined by priority of beneficial use. The first person to use water or divert water for a beneficial use or purpose can acquire individual rights to the water. In these states, property owners may have the land that borders water but no rights to use that water. Emblements and Fructus Naturales. Growing crops, such as grapes and corn, that are produced annually through labor and industry, usually considered to be personal property. Erosion. The gradual wearing away of land by water, wind, or other natural forces. The diminishing of property by the elements may cause loss of ownership. Fee simple absolute. The maximum possible estate in real property. Most complete and absolute ownership. Indefinite in duration, freely transferable and inheritable. Fee simple defeasible and defeasible fee estate. An estate in which the holder has a fee simple title that may be terminated upon the occurrence or non-occurrence of a specified event. Two categories of defeasible fee estates exist: fee simple determinable and fee simple on conditions subsequent. Fee simple determinable. An estate in real estate that continues so long as a prescribed land use continues. Estate ends automatically upon the termination of the prescribed use. No lawsuit is necessary for reversion. Fee simple subject to a condition subsequent. An estate in real estate that prohibits a specific condition on the property. Grantor has the right to re-enter the property and reclaim ownership through legal proceedings. Fixture. An item of personal property that has been converted to a real property by being permanently affixed to the realty. Freehold Estates. An estate in land in which ownership is for an indeterminate length of time, in contrast to a leasehold estate. Fructus Naturales. Plants that do not require annual cultivation and are considered real property. Future interests. A person's present right to an interest in real property that will not result in possession or enjoyment until sometime in the future, such as a reversion or right of re-entry. Homeowners Association, HOA. An organization of property owners in a subdivision, planned community, or condominium that makes and enforces rules for the properties within its jurisdiction. Homestead. Land that is owned and occupied as the family home. In many states, a portion of the area or value of this land is protected for exempt from judgments or debts. Improved land. Land that has a building or buildings on it, or land that has been prepared for development, such as with grading, installation of utilities, etc. Improved lot. A lot that certain basic required services necessary to utilize it are available, such as electricity, telephone, street access, or water access. Improvement. Any structure, usually privately owned, erected on a site to enhance the value of the property. For example, a fence or driveway. A publicly owned structure added to or benefiting land, such as a curb, sidewalk, street, or sewer. Joint tenancy. A concurrent form of ownership of real estate between two or more parties who have been named in one conveyance as joint tenants. Ownership interests may be unequal. Right of survivorship is not automatic in North Carolina, but can be added by an attorney. Lateral support. The support a parcel of land receives from adjacent land. A neighbor's duty to support adjoining land in its natural state. Life estate. An interest in real or personal property that is limited in duration to the lifetime of its owner or some other designated person or persons. Life tenant. A person in possession of a life estate. If you like this video, feel free to share it with a friend. For more real estate education content, please subscribe to the channel. From all of us at Seacoast Real Estate Academy, thank you for watching.